Right, excuse me, not the best way to start. Hello again. But again, it's still pressure. Actually, I don't think I showed you, did I? Pressurising it, but there we go. Sorry, I didn't. There we go. It's at 60 psi. Oh, I did, didn't I? That's still not battened down. This is about two days later. So this is silicon in the bucket. If you like satisfying things, you might like this. It's peeled off the walls. Gotta get a bit of air into the bottom. There we go. Difficult to do this one-handed. And completely filled, but there we go. Lovely. So that's it. Just the excess silicone left over. Bit of a waste. But it's hard to get really with the viscosity of silicone. It becomes a bit more of a pain in the backside. But you end up with a lovely clean bucket apart from the sides, which hasn't quite gripped it. But anyway, we'll get on to this. We'll start degassing this and see what we've got. So remember, always health and safety with these incredibly dangerous things. Basically, just a giant pressure pot, and you know what pressure pots do if they're misused with pressurized air. So we're going to start with this is actually the fluid outlet, but it just degasses it. Well, it empties the compressed air a bit quicker. I find this actually to be a bit more dangerous. It says air release valve, and it does release, but if you unscrew it too far, it just unscrews all the way. So if you just happen to unscrew it all the way, it would fire off like a bloody bullet. So we'll slowly get my silicone mould out. Move it slightly further forward. Oh, it's a bit loud, isn't it? Slow it down a bit. No need for it to be ticking really fast. It gets out left, 0. That's the inlet valve there. Now you've got to keep that locked off as well, so you just open that one. That's your regulator. So it stops after a certain pressure is reached, which is a handy thing. Because if you accidentally put too much pressure all in one, it went right up to 120. It's not designed to withstand that pressure, even though it comes with a gauge that gives it that pressure, and the thing would probably blow up. So there we go. There we go, nearly all the way there. Yeah, a bit more pressure in, out. There we go, we're at ground level. Champion. Right, it'll be a bit difficult to show you how these undo, but basically, obviously you get the picture and the bloody nuts, you need to undo them. I'll do that, I'll pause this and then show you what's inside. Right, here we go. So there we are, doesn't look like it's leaked much, can't see anything. It looks alright. So we'll get this plugged over here. Just chop the board into the way. Should have cleared the decks before I started doing this, but such is life, you forget. So what I'll do first, oh yeah, that's nice and solid. That's actually the base, can you believe it? Or is it? No, that's not. That's the top. That's right. Yeah, this is the base. Yeah. So scalpel. Where have I left the scalpel? I'll pause this again until I come back, and I'll cut this out and show you what it's like. Right, then after that, pain in the ass. It's a nightmare getting this stuff off. It still leaves paper traces on the outer mould anyway, but I've cut the bottom edges off as well. And if you're thinking why, well, because if you have high spots, usually the surface tension, as you can see here, it's not as bad on the top there as it is on the bottom. That would create a void underneath, so when you're casting, you don't want any sort of movements within the internal structure of the mould. But anyway, I've released it. So here we go. I'll just get it all out. There'll probably be a bit of a vacuum. Slop. There you go, that's the internal of the beaker. Funny looking thing. Like a worm. There's the keys in there that were on the top of there. It's all worked out very nicely. So it's lovely and smooth. Under pressure as well. I don't think anything has gone under the sides of here, which I'm very happy about. Time will tell. I've got to get this out. I think it's going to be a tricky procedure, but I have got an air compressor and an air gun, so the jet air might help just slide out a bit. So I'll get on with that. But yes, I'm very happy with that. So this will be the second part, obviously, of the video, and then the third part will be seeing if we can get a beaker like that cast. I'll show you what the beaker looks like after I get it out. I'll just pause this video yet again. Right, back again, there we go. Edits will look awful, but I haven't got any proper editing software because I'm a cheapskate, but I should do. I probably will do in the future. But there you go, that's what the beaker looks like outside. It was a picnic, or like just a general beaker. It would have come with a nice bucket that had the same pattern on. But I'm using it for Dalek lenses. It's what they used in the 60s of the movie Daleks. If people don't know what they are, you can go and look them up. But no, that looks alright. That looks like it's come out alright. It doesn't look like any of the silicon's gone under. So I'm grateful for that. Very grateful. There's a bit of debris. That the brown stuff is the wax, not the wax, the clay that I used to make the base up, just to make a little platform for this. But yeah, I wasn't expecting the internal of that to look like that. I suppose it would have to, with the detailing on the outside to keep the walls thick enough. There you go. I'll give this a clean up. There's a little bit of silicone just gone on the outside there. That'll come off nicely. And then we'll see what we get out of that. This beaker is notable because there's many variations of this beaker out there. But this type is, well, it was made in England, and it's probably the very first production of this type of beaker and design of beaker. But it's also the design of this particular make of this beaker is scratch free completely. It looks a bit mucky because it's come out of the mould, but it is scratch free compared to the rest. The other ones are made in Canada and the other way in America. So this mould must have been passed on into Canada and then America or something like that, because you get Maryland making them, and just other ones made in Canada have on the logo usually on the top. But these had a made in the UK sticker on them, so this must be the first variation of them, and I'm happy to say it's nice and clean. They're rare as hen's teeth, so that's why I'm casting them. But I have one other, but I'm keeping that one safe. So there we go. Thank you very much for watching, and that's how it's turned out. Part 3, I'll try casting one in probably polyurethane because it's quickest. Thanks very much. Bye for now.